Penguin Random House Audio presents Authentic Gravitas, Who Stands Out and Why. This is the author, Rebecca Newton, PhD. Introduction. The view from the top floor meeting room of the London office was spectacular on this remarkably sunny day. Red buses, black cabs, old buildings, bustling sidewalks, and an endless skyline set the scene for my early morning coaching session with a partner of an established professional services firm. After a fairly lengthy discussion about what areas were most important to his personal development, Jonathan leaned in and quietly said to me, "Do you know what I really need? I need more." Seeing his struggle to find the right word, I offered, "Gravitas?" "Yes, I need more gravitas," he exclaimed, appearing relieved at just being able to pinpoint and label this thing he felt was missing from his otherwise successful career. As an organizational psychologist who has spent 20 years coaching professionals and facilitating leadership development programs, I've had the immense privilege of hearing clients share their most intimate personal development goals. One of the most frequent requests I receive is to help them develop more gravitas. At the same time, there's a palpable sense of disbelief that gravitas is something that is actually obtainable, at least for them. But when we explore further, we discover that it's not standing out in the room for the sake of being noticed that they really want, it's to be valued. What they're after is to be respected and trusted, and to be worthy of that respect and trust, to stand out for making a positive, significant impact in their immediate sphere of influence. But they want to stand out as themselves, holding true to their own values, rather than pretending to be someone else or simply copying another style. I still want to be me. We've all been in a room with a group of people talking and throwing around their ideas and opinions, discussing and debating the best way forward. Then one person says something, and it seems like everyone stops, leans in to listen, and considers what this person is saying. It's as if their opinion carries more weight, or there's some kind of pull toward them in the room that makes everyone take note. They're able to pause mid-sentence, and nobody jumps in to fill the silence. It's not that they're necessarily more senior or experienced, louder or more soft-spoken, more motivating or more somber, more serious or more upbeat than anyone else. Yet their words, their opinions, their ideas carry weight. They have an intangible quality. There's just something about them. Throughout this book, you will meet some truly inspiring leaders and professionals who built authentic gravitas, and you will learn how they did it. We'll look at what gravitas is, what it isn't, and debunk the gravitas myths to discover the surprising truth about who stands out and why. This book is for professionals who want to increase their own gravitas, and for leaders looking to help others around them to grow their gravitas. It matters to me personally because through leadership and professional development programs, and particularly in coaching, I've discovered time and time again that it really matters to my clients. It's often a genuine concern, not necessarily overwhelming, but a consistent niggle, one that they're not always comfortable talking about openly, but that they feel holds them back from having the impact they desire. And they're not sure what to do about it. It can be frustrating, exhausting, even debilitating to experience the quiet burden of feeling that you lack gravitas. This book is designed to empower you and those you lead with the knowledge that you can develop gravitas and to equip you with practical, tried and true tools to do so. My goal is to break down something that is seemingly intangible into a quality you can develop while at the same time staying true to you. Often people feel they have gravitas in their regular working life the day in, day out interactions with colleagues, clients, and associates they know well, but when giving a speech or presentation, they seem to lose all confidence. It can be extremely disheartening knowing that in real life, you're better than how you show up in meetings and presentations. For others, they feel they have gravitas in those big moments, but they may lose it in some of their day-to-day challenges with colleagues. Either way, it's annoying to think, if only I could just be myself and not lose my cool in those critical moments. My intention in this book is to help you do just that, to be more of yourself and, as such, to have more authentic gravitas, whether in informal, one-on-one conversations with a colleague or in your most formal meetings and presentations. It is possible to intentionally build skills to ensure your best real self is coming across, even or especially in your most pressure-filled moments. The insights, ideas, and techniques offered in this book are based on research I conducted with professional development experts and leaders across many industries, and the experiences of thousands of dedicated professionals I've had the incredible opportunity to coach, train, and advise over the past 2 decades. Among the many stories that fill these pages, we hear from a British consultant, Mahira, on how she tackled the trap of expertise, Jackson, a disheartened American COO who felt he'd lost his swagger during a particularly challenging point in his career and how he got it back, and a Spanish professional, Juan, who made some small daily changes to increase his authentic gravitas in the midst of a demanding schedule. In this book, you'll find wisdom and ideas gleaned from hundreds of dedicated researchers, particularly in the fields of psychology and organizational behavior. These include findings on psychological stress from a study at a Japanese brewery, American researchers' insights into the extraordinary career success of players in the National Baseball Hall of Fame, a comparison of Chinese and Canadian negotiating techniques, Israeli researchers' study of elite soccer goalkeepers' actions in penalty kicks, an analysis of 2,000 firms in Malaysia on which influencing techniques are used by transformational managers, and British researchers' analysis of the relationship between emotions and complex decision-making in the brain. Here's what the research shows. People with gravitas lead the room, regardless of their place in the hierarchy. They respect authority, but don't wait for a title change to take ownership and make a positive difference. They are able to close the inevitable gap between their intention and their impact. These commitments and behaviors are not reserved for a precious few. Authentic gravitas is not restricted to those of a certain age, gender, personality, or any other personal characteristic. In this book, we'll see how even wisdom is something that can be learned, and we'll learn how to do it. We'll look at how to build trust, influence, and authentic gravitas with integrity through a disciplined commitment to self-leadership, as there is a proven relationship between how we lead ourselves and our ability to lead others. Of course, this work is not always easy, so we'll explore how to manage nerves and negative self-talk, and how to sustain authentic gravitas even when things are hard and amid the reality of a challenging schedule. We'll conclude by discussing the power of genuine collaboration, because having gravitas is not about being an invincible superhero, but rather a joint adventurer. This requires vulnerability, humility, and risk-taking. We can't get caught up in zero-sum game thinking. I can only have more gravitas if you have less. And we're certainly not talking about self-important, self-serving dominance or posturing, or simply being the loudest person in the room. Authentic gravitas means you are respected and trusted, your words carry weight, your ideas are taken seriously, and your contributions are valued. But it also requires you to bring out these qualities in others. You are not only inspiring, but inspire greatness in others. As you do this, people gravitate
Sample complete. Ready to continue?